Ndị Igbo na-ekwu okwu sị na iru ezi jọrọ njọ mana iru ụlọ ajọgbuo onwe ya. I will tell us why I have to use this Igbo adage, which in English translation simply means the enemy without is dangerous, while the enemy within is more dangerous and even worse. That is what it means. But I will come to that as we progress in this discussion. Now, since the trending of Simon Ekpa's arrest in the social media have been going on, I decided not to say anything in a hurry. I just wanted to keep quiet to watch out to see how things will unfold before I will lend my own voice. But I think now is the time for me to lend my own voice. I will start by addressing those who are rejoicing that Simon Ekpa was arrested in Finland by the Finnish authority. If I may ask you, what exactly are you celebrating? What exactly are you rejoicing for? You are happy that Simon Ekpa was arrested? How does that add food? How does that put food on your table? How does that change the hardship in Nigeria? How does that bring any form of positivity in the crippled economy of Nigeria? How does that bring any form of revival on the things that have gone so bad in Nigeria? Has Simon Ekpa's arrest in Finland brought any positive change in Nigeria within this period of time? The answer you know is capital no. It hasn't and will not. Now, let me come straight to the point that I have today. I want to address this issue briefly. You see, it is very shameful and disheartening that in Nigerian government, we don't have people that think straight, that reason normally. Nigeria doesn't have men and women, at the helm of the affairs in the government. Nigeria doesn't have men and women that reason normally. What am I trying to say? If Nigeria have men and women that reason normally, they shouldn't even be talking about Simon Ekpa's rendition to Nigeria. They shouldn't. In fact, they should hide their faces in shame. They shouldn't even talk about that. Why do I say that? It's because they don't understand the game that is playing out right now. You see, the Finnish government, the Finnish authority is using this to expose, or have used this to expose Nigeria the more. You still want me to explain? Of course I will. Arresting Simon Ekpa based on the accusation that was leveled against him. Arresting him because the arrest now has become a global issue. arresting him and interrogating him, do you think that Simon Ekpa would not defend himself with evidence, even evidences? Don't you think so? He will defend himself with evidences of what is and has been going on in Nigeria, even the ones that the Finnish government knows and the ones that they don't know. He will now open the nyash of Nigeria and Nigerian government more to the world to know the things they don't know. Let me tell us. A few days ago, I was with a friend of mine who was a white. As we were discussing, he was talking about benefits that they get in the country. And I was laughing. Do you know that when I told this guy that in the country where I come from, there's nothing like benefit, he shouted, he screamed, and said, "What?" He said, "What?" I said, "Yes, there's nothing like benefit." Who gives you benefit? In the country where government cannot even provide little social amenities for the masses, and you're talking about benefit. What kind of benefit? The man was so shocked to hear that. Myself, I was so shocked myself to see that he was shocked that he doesn't even know something like that happens or exists in any part of this world. That's exactly what I mean. That for Nigeria to be rejoicing and requesting for Simon Ekpa's rendition to Nigeria is to expose themselves to the more. I want to ask an honest question. Tell me, Nigerian government, do you think that the Finnish government and the Finnish authority doesn't know who the terrorists are in Nigeria? The whole world know. The whole world know who the terrorists are in Nigeria. Why do you forget? Oh, should I say forget? No, I shouldn't use the word forget. Because it boils down on what I said ab initio, that the people we have at the helm of affairs in Nigeria are people that doesn't make use of their head in terms of reasoning. Yes, otherwise, you would have remembered that this guy you are asking for his rendition back to Nigeria is a Finnish citizen. Now, Finland, the Finnish government, do you think they don't know about the lawlessness of your country, Nigeria? Do you think? Oh, let me remind you quickly. What about the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom you kidnapped from Kenya? Didn't Buhari try all he could to persuade and to make Britain to extradite Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria for them to try? I wonder what they want to try. Buhari and his cohorts tried all they could. Did Britain listen to them? No. Britain did not listen to them. They could only pick Nnamdi Kanu at Kenya. So do you think that the Finnish government is like Kenya? Is that what you're thinking? Now, the case of Nnamdi Kanu, even his case got up to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said, no, release him unconditionally, let him go. He did not commit any crime. But what happened? The lower court, can you imagine that? The lower court now is the one that denied the judgment, that rubbish the judgment of Supreme Court. If a lower court rubbish the judgment of the Supreme Court in a country, now tell me, which court will somebody go and get justice? And this is a country you are expecting the Finnish government to extradite their citizen back to you to do what? To do what exactly? Now, you have made this great mistake and you have shot yourselves in the leg again, because this Simon Ekpa arrest have exposed you the more, have opened your nyash the more. Even the things that the Finnish authority do not really know about Nigeria, they have known it now. Yes, they have known it now. The Fulani herdsmen, hope you know their ranking in the world in terms of terrorism. Hope you know. But you see, Nigeria quickly proscribed IPOB that doesn't carry gun. You proscribe them as being terrorist organization. But did the whole world recognize IPOB as terrorist organization? The answer is no. What about the United Nations? The answer is no. No part of the world sees IPOB as a terrorist organization except Nigeria. Funny, right? You see how you mess yourselves up and make yourselves look so stupid? Do you see it? Now, do you know the process? Do you know the process? The level you have to go by law, bilaterally and internationally, for somebody to be extradited back to wherever you want that person to be. Oh, you were thinking as soon as they arrest him, the next thing is just to put him inside any available aircraft and fly him back to Nigeria. Really? Is that what you are thinking? Do you really know the process? Do you really know the process? You don't know. I don't need to educate you, because these Fulanese, in their quest to rule, to take over Nigeria by all costs, has blocked their mind. Tell me, your vice president today, Shetima, or whatever they call him, your vice president, if he were to come from Southeast, where do you think he would have been today? You answer yourself, you Nigerians, you gullible men and women in Nigeria that are in the social media ranting. You answer yourselves that question. And again, back to the adage which I started with. Irezi joronjo, man iru joburu onwe ya. If what I heard that the governor of Enugu State said was true, allegedly, if it was true, I think that man should hide his face in shame. You are now telling them, the Finnish authority, that you bring evidence. You bring evidence. Why didn't you take that evidence to? Maybe make yourself Nigerian witness or defense counsel to present your evidence against Simon Ekpa. Yes, why didn't you do that? You didn't. But you are telling them that you will provide evidence that will make them bring him back to Nigeria for trial to face justice. Where is justice in Nigeria? Where? Now, let me address these people that, that are causing confusion within themselves, that are causing division among this Biafran struggle. Anyway, if you can hear me, it's not just to come out of the social media and you said, Nnamdi Kanu, is a Wonyendu. We don't know Simon Ekpa. This other one will say Simon Ekpa, and this and that. Listen, let me tell you, in the quest of freedom fighting is not the job or the duty of one person. Since Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was adopted from Kenya, was kidnapped from Kenya and dumped at the DSS dungeon till today, 3 years now, counting. What have any of you done for his release? Who have come out to take up the mantle of IPOB? As strong as and as rigorous as Mazen Nandekalo was doing it. How many of you have taken that position, have taken it upon yourself to actualize it, to continue with the vision and the dream of that? Remember, Ojukwu started this, which led to the pogrom, because that was not war, it was a pogrom. That one came and gone. Ralph Wazirike came up again. From Ralph Wazirike, I don't want to go into details of what transpired. From Ralph Wazirike, Nnamdi Kanu now took over. Are you counting? Check even in the Bible you read, the exodus of the children of Israel did not start with one man and ended with one man. There were times power was changed. There were times for transition power. The power was transited. It wasn't Moses who started it that led him into the promised land. Now, I know that some of you are so gullible that they can easily buy you just to cause confusion. But believe you me, you are doing yourself. And finally, back to the Enugu State governor. I want to tell you, sir, with due respect, don't forget in a hurry that any man or any woman, any individual that can betray his own can never be trusted. Even the person that paid you to betray your own can never trust you and will never ever trust you. Okay, that's no problem. I think I will come away again. But for now, thank you, because I don't want this video to be too long. Thank you. Remain blessed. Let's keep hope alive. But all I know is that what must be, must be. Like, share, and comment. Thanks. Bye.